Hello, is anyone online yet? I'll just wait for someone to sign on. Hey, is anyone on? Hi, Elena. Hi, Massimiliano. Welcome. So should we give Oh, hi, Andrea. Nice to see you too. I wish I could actually see you. It would be even better. It's a bit weird talking. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself. Thank you so much for your comments because otherwise it's really weird. Hi, Valentina. Welcome. So our lesson today is called Food for Thought. And very difficult to pronounce because you have two F's and then a th. Have you guys eaten yet? I guess it's a bit early for Italian time. But maybe this lesson will make you hungry since we're going to talk about lots of different idioms connected to food. So we can consider it a starter before your meal. Personally, I've already eaten, I know, at a very early hour, but I decided to eat with the kids. And usually my children eat around 6:30, 7. Not yet. Yeah, I know it's weird. It's really early for by Italian standards to eat at 6:30. It's more British or, I don't know, Swedish to eat at that time. So guys, let's get started. Okay, let me just switch to the... So our lesson today is going to be about learning common food idioms, guessing the meaning of some expressions, and practicing using new expressions. So maybe some of these idioms will be familiar to you. Maybe some of them you've never seen. Let's see. Do you know any food idioms? Do you know any expressions with food in it? Let's see what you can come up with before we even start. Or would you like an example maybe first? A typical example is if something is really easy to do, you can say, oh my God, this was so easy. It was a piece of, you know the expression, a piece of cake. If something is super duper easy, we can say, it was a piece of cake. Yeah. Strange. Andrea says, my cup of tea. Usually we use it in the negative. It's not my cup of tea. I don't know, what's not my cup of tea? Watching horror films. Sorry, watching horror films is not my cup of tea. Okay, well done. Let's continue and see what they give us. I think they actually give us, before they start, to make sure that we get nice and hungry at the beginning of the lesson, they want to know what your favorite recipe is. So I'm just going to drink a sip of water. I'm feeling a bit... I promise I'm fine. I'm fine. So, what are your favorite recipes or your favorite meals? Hi, Giacomo. Welcome. What would you feel like eating right now if you could? Ooh, pizza. Always a classic. Everyone wants a pizza. Oh my God. I'm sorry if I made you hungry. I think, I'm not sure, it's possible to order takeaway pizza maybe, and they will deliver it to your house. Ooh, sushi. Pork ribs. Are you feeling the fact that you can't go to the restaurant? Is that making you a bit sad? Or, ooh, noodles. Nice. Oh, I love stir fry too. I love rice. Anything with rice makes me happy. Does it make you a bit sad that you can't order things? I mean, I guess you can order things. I haven't tried, but that you can't go to the restaurant? Massimiliano, have you ordered something? Have they brought it to your house? Hi, Teresa. Ooh, green curry, Thai food. It's really hard to find Thai food around here. There is one restaurant in Prato that I tried, but I didn't feel like it was exactly original Thai food. Ah, Massimiliano doesn't need takeaway food. He has his mother. That's great. Yeah, as Teresa says, we can get better at cooking. Yeah. This can be a time to learn, improve our skills. The other day, my husband made pizza because he had time. He was at home and he said, okay, I can let the dough rise for many hours. So we had some nice pizza made at home, homemade pizza. Okay, so now that we're nice and hungry, let's continue. So there are many expressions and colloquialisms relating to food in English. For example, the first example that I gave you, that exam was a piece of cake. I'm 90% sure I aced it. Do you know the expression, I aced it? Yeah, I agree, Teresa, about the Thai restaurant. It's hard when you've been to the country and you've tried the original food in the country, then it always feels a bit disappointing, I find. The same goes for Indian food. I'm not an expert about Chinese food. I don't know if you would agree that maybe the Chinese food in Prato is really original, because other food I've tasted, exotic in quotation mark food, not great. Anyways, yeah, it's adapted to the Italian flavor profile. So we were saying, piece of cake. I'm 90% sure I aced it. To ace an exam means that you got like a really good grade. It was easy. And then the second expression, no thanks. I don't think I'll come with you to the cinema. Romantic comedies aren't my cup of tea. So there's two expressions that we already talked about. But here we have some different ones. Good question. Why do you think there are so many food idioms in English? Because people, Italians especially, are very judgmental about British and American food. They say, oh, these guys have no food culture. They don't know anything about food. But we have a lot of food idioms. I don't know if you have the same in Italian. So many expressions about food. So I don't know why we have so many. It's a good question. I would like to know the answer to that. Anyways. So it's not my cup of tea is an example. Here we have four other expressions that we could try to figure out. You don't have it? You don't have food expressions like this in Italian? I wonder why not. You're food obsessed. If Italians don't have food idioms, it's weird, I find. Maybe you have such good food, you don't need to create expressions related to food. You can just talk about the real thing. So guys, what is the idiom with cry and milk? Yeah, I can't come up with anything else in Italian either. I'm sure it'll come to us later on during the lesson. Yes, good one. Una mela marcia, a rotten apple. That's a nice one. Yeah, I guess it's a food idiom in Italian, definitely. Well done, Andrea. The first one is, I'll put it for everyone to see, Don't cry over spilt milk. What does it mean not to cry over spilt milk? Do you guys have any idea what it means? Yes, there's a different expression with apple, which is coming up later. Okay, I'll save that one for later. So to cry over spilt milk is, what is it? You want me to tell you? Andrea says, go on. I don't know if you want me to tell you the answer. Andrea, you're the one who told us what the expression was. You tell us what it means. Go on. You know the meaning of it. Ah, thanks, Teresa. Have regrets about something bad we have done. Yes. Once the damage is done, it's no use crying about it. It's done. It's a waste of time, as you say. Also, Massimiliano has a good definition. It's a waste of time to keep thinking about the past. Yeah. Let's just move on. What's done is done and cannot be undone. You know this expression? What is done and cannot be undone. So let's just move on. Next one. Spill and beans. What is the expression? Spill and beans. Any idea? I think this is a thing that I do sometimes. Be careful. Yes, Elena. To spill the beans. Very good. What does it mean to spill the beans? Yes, as Andrea says, say the secret. When someone tells you a secret and you just can't resist, you have to tell someone else about it, you spill the beans. Yes, you reveal the truth, you tell someone else's secrets. So it's like, oh no, I spilled the beans. I shouldn't have said it, but I couldn't resist. Yeah, it's hard for me sometimes. Like, be careful when you tell me your secrets. Especially if it's a really juicy secret. Tell me, Shanti, do not repeat this to anyone. The next one, the apple and I think Giacomo had said it before. Let me scroll back up if I can find it. Where was it? I lost it. Yes. We use apple differently. The apple of one's eye. To be the apple of one's eye, what does it mean? For example, he's the apple of my eye. So how the origin of this expression, I have no idea because this is really weird. Why would you be the apple of someone's eye? Sounds a bit creepy somehow. I don't know. But what does it mean? Do you know? All will be revealed in the next slide. So I'm kind of spoiling it for you here by giving you some information in advance. No, no one? Okay, then I won't. Oh. Oh, Andrea, you're so sweet. The apple of someone's eye is the favorite, the person that you really love and care about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What a compliment. Then nut and crack. What does it mean? Nut and crack. This one is quite a long one. You would talk about a person, you would say he or she. Teresa says that because an apple is a beautiful sight, Maybe that's why. It's a precious thing. It's a beautiful thing, a shiny thing. I don't know. So nut to crack. Good, Elena, but that's not the full expression. It's a bit longer than that, but you are definitely on the right track. So if you can expand a little bit on that. So imagine a nut. You know, sometimes you have a bag of nuts and you have that one nut that is really hard to break. Yeah, good job, Elena. A hard nut to crack or a tough nut to crack. Yeah, someone that is, as Teresa said, it's a difficult person to understand. You can't really get to the bottom of it. Like, who are they? What do they want? I don't really understand them. Yeah, a hard person or a hard situation. I don't know if you can use it for situations. I'm not sure. I have to check. But maybe, definitely for a person. Like you would say, oh, this guy's a tough nut to crack. Okay, so let's just get the expressions. To cry over spilt milk, to spill the beans, the apple of someone's eye, and a tough nut to crack. Tough and hard are very similar. Yeah. Tough would be maybe more for meat. Like imagine you're trying to eat meat that's been overcooked. The meat is really tough, like chewy and hard. Hard is more like for wood or a hard surface. And it could be also more metaphorical. So let's try and understand these expressions in context. So obviously we've already, some of them are new, some of them are the ones we've just done previously. The little girl is the apple of her father's eye. Yeah, so from this we can probably guess that she's the favorite, she's the most loved, she's let's do number 2 because number 2 we haven't seen yet. He's a bad egg, so you should avoid him if you can. What does that mean? Ooh, yeah, a tough cookie. A tough cookie is a good expression. I don't know if a tough cookie and a tough nut to crack is exactly. You mean tough as an example of tough? Okay, I get it. Sorry. So what is a bad egg? Like from the context, I think it's quite clear. He's a bad egg. You should avoid him if you can. Oh, I'm sorry, you're tired, Elena. You've done too many lessons today. You should relax. So what's a bad egg? What could it be? Have you ever had an egg that was a bit rotten? It's the worst smell ever. It's really, really disgusting. And I guess the smell is really pervasive. It kind of goes everywhere. Yeah, a bad egg is like I think what the mela marcia maybe of in Italian. Yeah. I don't even think this person seems good. I think they're just bad. Yes, a rotten apple. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the equivalent. Yeah. So number 3, he spends the whole day in front of the TV. He's a real couch potato. I think visually this is quite a good image. I like this expression. To be a couch potato. Who uses dirty tricks for the bad egg? Maybe that could be like someone that's a bad person. Yeah. Mm. So Andrea says that a couch potato is a very lazy person. Yeah, you have to imagine a person that sits in front of TV on the sofa all day. There's another expression, I don't know if you've ever heard it, to veg out. To veg out. To veg out comes from vegetable. To veg out is to be completely lazy and do nothing all day. Usually you veg out in front of TV. So it's kind of the equivalent of a couch potato, but it's a verb. So if I'm feeling really lazy and I don't want to do anything, I just want to switch off my brain, I can veg out in front of, I don't know, reality TV. Yes, a couch potato is physically, I'm a real couch. So these days, maybe if you're stuck at home and you just don't get off the sofa, you can be a total couch potato. Why not? This is your chance to do it. You can go all out and be a couch potato for a few more weeks. Yes, yes. Vegetare is the equivalent of veg out. Mm-hmm. So number 4, what's done is done. There's no use crying over spilled milk. I think we all understand this one. She won't want to come to the cinema with us. Horror films aren't her cup of tea, something that you don't like, that is just not something that you're interested in. And then number 6, what is number 6? Many people were egged on at the football match. What does it mean to egg someone on? Another phrasal verb, to egg on, to be egged on or to egg someone on, depending on whether it's active or passive. What does it mean? Any ideas? I have no idea of the origin of this expression. A lot of these food expressions, it would be interesting to know how they originated because they're really weird. Yes, Giacomo, well done. To urge someone to do something, yeah, to push them, but it doesn't have to, it's not always something positive. Usually it could be something negative. Yeah, like to to encourage them to do something bad, probably. It's hard to type quickly. Yeah, sometimes you have some typos. It's normal. I hope I don't make too many. Okay, so let's see what they say. Okay, apple of her or of his eye, someone who is very special to someone. Yeah. A bad egg is a bad person. A couch potato is a very lazy person. You guys were all right there. To cry over spilled milk. To cry or complain about something that has already happened. Cup of tea, something someone enjoys or do well. Yeah, I guess you could say it's my cup of tea. I usually hear it more in the negative, but why not? We could say, I don't know, going to the cinema is my cup of tea. Yes, it's true. To egg on, to urge someone on, to push someone to do something. Yeah? Usually it's to verbally encourage them to do it, like not physically. It's like, come on, you can do it, come on. Yeah. That's a good question, Teresa. Kids egging on other kids to skip school. You can egg your friend. Yeah, you can egg your friend on and encourage him not to go to school. Yeah, definitely. Or you can egg your friend on to do something stupid. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. So now they want you to make some personal examples of these expressions in your daily life. So for example, who or what, so it can also be something. What is or who is the apple of your eye and why? Like, is there something that's really precious to you, really important that you couldn't do without? I don't know. I don't think I'm so passionate about something or someone. Even my own kids. I think I'm an unnatural mother. I wouldn't say my kids are the apple of my eye. Is there something that's super important to you? No? We pass? So, when you were at school, or if you are at school, is there someone and was there or is there someone in your class that was a bad egg? There's always that kid that has a bad reputation, that's a troublemaker, that's a bad influence. Did you know anyone like that in your class? Or were you the bad egg? Oh, Giacomo couldn't do without his dear Lisa. She's the apple of his eye, definitely. Ah, Teresa, for Teresa, the apple of her eye is the mountains. Yeah. I can't imagine Teresa without the mountains. It would like be removing a piece of her soul or something. So, any bad eggs? Do you know any bad eggs? Um, it's not exactly the same, but you know the expression a black sheep. So we shouldn't confuse a bad egg with a black sheep. Andrea, you were a bad egg? I don't believe it. Really? And then has known a lot of bad eggs. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you avoided them. Yeah. Well, I guess you could be a reformed bad egg. Like you were bad before, but now you've become good. I guess it's possible. Less of a rotten egg, more of a fresh egg. Okay, so you can be honest now. How many of you have been a couch potato at some point in your lives? Like, are you couch potatoes at the weekend? Or are you, I don't know, you say that a bad egg is always a bad egg. They can't change. They never change. I think, Andrea, maybe you were a bit of a troublemaker. I don't know, or a black sheep. You know the expression of black sheep? The black sheep is a person that is different and doesn't really fit in with the people around them, like the black sheep of the family. But a bad egg is quite like, I don't know, like your kid that is a, you know, a drug addict and that steals money from your wallet and is kind of, you're unable to save him. Maybe that would be a bad egg. Hmm. Ah, Valentina, are you being a sofa potato or a couch potato? Well, I think you can enjoy this. Why not? It's a good time to be a couch potato. Ah, Andrea says he was a black sheep. Also. So yeah, I don't know. I think we all enjoy being a couch potato every now and again. Come on, let's be honest here. So, what kind of person are you? Are you the kind of person that cries over spilt milk? Or once it's done, and you move on easily? So, it could just be that if something bad happens, you will talk about it for a long time and complain about it and just not let it go. Are you like that? Or do you think that once something happened and okay, it was bad, but let's just move on? Personally, I don't really cry over spilt milk. I mean, okay, depends how bad it is, but if I do something bad, sure, there and then I try to learn from my mistake, but then I kind of move on um, and try to take it as a learning experience. But I know other people that will really like take it personally and kind of beat themselves up, like, oh my god, what did I do? Oh my god. Yeah. Teresa, you strike me as a person that moves past the problem and just moves on. What's in the past is in the past. Yeah. I think it's a better philosophy, to be honest. Yeah, I think you're right, Massimiliano. It's a huge waste of time. And it's hard to move on to new things if you're still thinking about the mistakes you made in the past. Okay, so is there something that really isn't your cup of tea? Like, I don't know if your friends invite you to do something and you're like, no thanks, it's not my cup of tea. What would you have to refuse to do? Like, for example, the idea of going bungee jumping really isn't my cup of tea. Or even jumping out of an airplane. Eh, I'll have to pass, I think. Probably I'm really missing out on an amazing experience, but Teresa says shopping centers aren't her cup of tea. I agree. Giacomo isn't into climbing. Hmm. You see, I'm sure that they would be Teresa's cup of tea. What about you, Andrea and Massimiliano? What's not your cup of tea? Football. How original for an Italian man. I agree. Football isn't my cup of tea either. I'd rather not watch it. Oh, and Elena and I agree about extreme sports. I'm too much of a chicken, you understand? A chicken. I'm scared to do something really dangerous and break my bones, so I probably wouldn't do it. Andrea doesn't like to listen to people complain. I don't think that's anyone's cup of tea, to be honest, to listen to people whine. You know the word whine, like, like babies whine when they're unhappy. Hearing people whine about their problems and complain, I think is no one's cup of tea. Okay. I think that is that you have to take Giacomo climbing and change his mind and make climbing become his cup of tea. Since you guys know each other so well. Okay. Have you ever egged someone on unnecessarily? This is tricky. Like, you can egg someone on to do something to encourage them, but unnecessarily, like pushing them maybe too hard to do something that they weren't ready to do or they didn't want to do. Like, it's typical teenage behavior. Teenagers usually love egging each other on. Like, come on, drink a little bit more. Come on, you can do it. No, I'm gonna vomit. No, drink some more. That would be egging someone on for stupid reasons. No, you've never played drinking games? Am I the only one that did it? To be honest, I was never the one egging someone on to drink more because I was such a lightweight. If I drank 2 beers, I was fine. Like, I was already drunk, so no one will admit to their dark past egging someone on unnecessarily. That's a tricky one. Well, while you think about it, I will go to the next slide. We have to try and find the meaning of these expressions from their context. So let's see. Okay, let's start with the first one. You need to take everything he says with a pinch of salt. He's prone to exaggeration. So what does that mean? To take everything he says with a pinch of salt. And this is, I think, impossible to translate into Italian. It just doesn't exist. Well, you can say con le pinze, I think, but it doesn't have the same meaning. What does it mean to take everything someone says with a pinch of salt? Sorry, I just saw Teresa's message about IKEA. Yes, with caution, don't believe everything. Mhm. So maybe this person's opinion is not really trustworthy. Maybe this person exaggerates everything or is a bit over the top. So probably it's not exactly how things happened. I'm sure you all have a friend that tends to exaggerate when he tells a story or she tells a story. So it's like, take it with a pinch of salt. No filter. Yeah, more that they are a bit over the top, and yeah, be a bit cautious when you listen to what they say. Don't just believe everything they say. Yes. Oh, sorry, okay. Yeah, you have to filter what they say. Exactly, Massimiliano. Sorry. So, number 2. Recently, he has been working very hard trying to bring home the bacon. He has no time to do anything else. So, to bring home the bacon is a good expression. You can see how important the bacon is in the English language. It would be funny to say that in Italian. Ho portato il prosciutto a casa. To bring home the bacon, what does it mean? For example, it's not true, but I could say, in my family, I'm the one who brings home the bacon. Yeah, yeah, girls. And Andrea, well done. It's to bring the money, to make money for the family. So the person who earns the money is the one who brings home the bacon. Mm-hmm. Number 3, that's a good one. My sister has a half-baked idea of starting her own business. But personally, I think it will fail. So a half-baked idea, or I guess you could say a half-baked, this project is half-baked, or yeah. What does it mean? I think it's quite an intuitive one, that one. Imagine a cake that is not fully baked. Ew. She's thinking about it. She's not sure. Yes. I would probably say that it's not, yeah, not a complete idea, not a fully formed idea. It's not an idea that really stands on its own 2 legs. It's a bit, there's another expression, wishy-washy. Like, it's not gonna work. Like, it's a half-baked plan. Like, come on. Like, this is not serious. You haven't really sat down and thought about it. It's kind of bound to be a failure. Um, yeah, it's kind of a bit up in the air, not serious, not fully formed. Yeah, not prepared. Yeah, yeah. You can't really trust a half-baked idea or a half. Yeah. Number 4, everything has been handed to him on a silver platter, and now he is completely spoilt. Ooh, that's a good one. We could use that one for a lot of Italian kids. Ouch. So everything has been handed to him on a silver platter. So that's not exactly about food, but you can also say he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. Yeah, you're right, Elena. An idea that hasn't been. He never had to. Yes. He never had to fight to get what he wanted or get what he received. Everything was, you say the same. Yes. Okay, that's an easy one. Maybe this one you don't know. No, he was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. This is a similar expression, to be born with a silver spoon in your mouth. So that one means is more that you were born rich, like you come from a rich family and you had everything from the beginning. Then the one that he was handed everything on a silver platter is that you can get whatever you want, whenever you want. Yeah. Yeah. Giacomo's definition is good. So if you hand something to someone, you're the one who does everything for them. Yeah. So a lot of Italian parents, I feel, and we can agree to disagree, but I feel like a lot of Italian parents hand everything to their kids on a silver platter and make their life so easy. But then when they go out into the real world, it can be really tough because they haven't been prepared. Yeah. They're maybe a little bit spoiled. Number 5, my lawyer is very serious. He's a tough nut to crack. Okay, this one we've seen before, so let's skip that one. Number 6, my colleague spends too much time buttering up our boss. He badly wants a promotion. So to butter someone up, what does it mean to butter someone up? That's a good one. You can butter up. So usually it's for the boss, or you can butter up your partner. Like, for example, if I forgot my husband's birthday and then I try to butter him up to kind of compensate for the fact that I forgot his birthday, like, oh, honey, you look so handsome today. Oh my God, you're so smart. Well done. Bad. Depending on how you do it, yes, to flatter. Depending on how you do it, you can be very obvious. It's hard to butter someone up and do it in a subtle way, I think. Okay, let's continue. So I think you already kind of gave me the definition. So to take with a pinch of salt is to accept or believe only a part of something, not the whole thing. To bring home the bacon is to earn your family's living. Half-baked, not thought out or studied. Yeah, so if it's what we said before, basically. Hand to someone on a silver platter, give a person something that has not been earned. Sorry, okay. A tough nut to crack someone or something difficult to understand. To butter up, to flatter someone, to try and get their favor or friendship. Okay. So, sorry. What's next? Okay. So we have to apply these expressions to our own lives. Do you have any friends whose words you must always take with a pinch of salt? Do you have friends that have a tendency to exaggerate or to be a bit over the top? And you know that when they tell you a story, you can't really trust them 100%. Usually these people are very good storytellers, I find. But yeah, you can't take them too seriously. So who brings home the bacon in your family? Well, this is a bit, let me ask you a different question. When you were a child, who brought home the bacon? Did your mothers work and bring money home, or was it only your dad? Maybe some people are young, so they have because I think in the past, it was usually the dad that brought home the bacon. Was it the situation in your family, or was it different? Were your moms already very independent and earned their own money? Valentina, both your parents, yes, I imagine. You too, Giacomo, both your parents. Yeah. Oh, you see, already very equal. Well, I don't know if um, like in my case, it was a bit weird because my mom was a stay-at-home mom. So my dad mainly brought home the bacon. Uh, But I think it's kind of an old-fashioned model now. Usually, most women bring at least part of the bacon home. The bacon home. And I think if I remember correctly, Andrea, also your mom worked when you were young, no? So I guess there are no stay-at-home moms in your families. Next question. Has anything ever been handed to you on a silver platter? It's a tricky question. Like sometimes you get an opportunity that you weren't even looking for, and it just gets handed to you on a silver platter, and it could be just chance. So or luck, yeah. So it's not always that, I don't know, your parents do everything for you and you have it easy. Um, I don't know. It could be a job opportunity, like you've met the right person, and just at that time they needed a new employee in the company, and you were there at the right time at the right. Wow, Teresa's mom brought home most of the bacon. Yeah, already a feminist from the start. So have you ever had a great opportunity that was just handed to you and you didn't have to really work for it? You worked really hard, Andrea. You've never had something handed to you on a silver platter? I'm trying to think if I had some opportunities. Can't think of anything now. But like I was offered I was lucky sometimes to be offered jobs. Um, like things coincided well. Like someone needed a teacher at that time, and I was available. So it wasn't handed to me on a silver platter. Obviously, I had to have an interview, but I feel like it was a like a an I don't know, easier situation. I don't know how to explain. Not yet, Massimiliano. Oh, your time will come. Hopefully, hopefully you'll all get your opportunity to get at least something handed to you on a silver platter. um, have you ever had a half-baked idea that never followed through? Oh, I've had many half-baked ideas. I'm not really good sometimes at following through with my idea. Like I think I have a great idea there and then, but then I don't really want to do all the hard work behind it, so it just kind of stays half baked. Um, what about you guys? Like, do you always follow through and always study and do research until your idea is solid or not? Teresa, you're still waiting for the silver platter? Oh. It will come. It will come. I don't know, actually. Is it a good thing to get something handed on a silver platter? Maybe not. Maybe it's better to work for things. You appreciate them more. Uh, so, any half-baked ideas? Huh. I can't think of anything. I'm sure I've had plenty. Um, so can you think of someone who's a tough nut to crack? Like someone that you just can't really understand, or like you don't quite get them. Like who are they? What kind of person are they? Sometimes I've met people like that. I'm not sure if they like me or if they don't like me. I'm not sure if they're what their personality is like. And I'd like to get, to go deeper and find out more about them, but they're hard to get to know. What about you? Is there someone like that? An acquaintance or someone you know or a colleague that's just no? The last question is a good one. You don't have to answer that one. Would you ever butter people up to advance in the world? Ooh. What are you willing to do to to go far in your career? Personally, I don't think I would be able to lie, like to say an outright lie to make a person feel better about themselves or to get something out of them. I just wouldn't be able to. Ah, okay, we're back at the tough nut to crack. Yeah, I think I agree, Giacomo, that some people just don't either they like to be mysterious maybe or they just don't want you to get to know them for some reason. It's true. But I guess I I shouldn't, but these people make me curious. Like I want to crack that nut. I want to know what's and probably I'll be disappointed if I do manage to crack the nut, but I want to know what's inside the nut. I'm just too curious. Yeah, but to go back to what are ausiliari del traffico? Are they like the police? The local police? I'm not sure what it is. You have to explain this to me, Andrea, one day. Ah, okay. It's like the police that fine like that walks around and puts a fine on your car if they're not parked properly. That's the ausiliare del traffico. Ausiliari, I can't say it. It would probably I don't know how you would say in English. They're the You're not good at flattering people, Giacomo? Yeah, I think there's a fine line with flattering people. I think it can backfire, you know, the expression to backfire when something goes back and slaps you in the face. Um, I'd rather flatter people less, but the one time I say something, it be really the truth. I think. Okay, yeah. So that's the ausiliare del traffico. Traffic auxiliary. I'm not sure. I don't think that's the real word. Let me check. Uh, police that finds your car. Uh, uh, all the examples I get are Italian examples. I'm sure there's a. It'll come back to me if at some point. I can't remember. Um, like the local police or something. I don't know. Okay. No. Maybe a traffic warden. I don't know if it's the same person. Traffic warden. They control traffic. They direct traffic, but I don't know if they also give police car for cars that are parked badly. Okay, moving on. Okay. I found a website, and let me see if I can find it again, with some food idioms. Let's see if you know what they mean. Okay, good one. What does it mean to have a bun in the oven? Oh, I misspelled it. Oven. Barking dogs. I like it. So what does it mean to have a bun in the oven? This is a great expression, and I think everyone should know that one. To have a bun in the oven. Yeah, Giacomo, to be pregnant. Imagine that the woman is the oven and the bun is the little bread inside the oven, inside the hot belly of the mom. So to have a bun in the oven. Oh my God, you've got a bun in the oven. Again? No more babies. I don't have a bun in the oven, I promise. Every time. There are examples about pregnancy, I promise. It's not a Freudian slip. A lapsus, you say, a Freudian slip. Okay, fine. I'll find a better one. Oh. What does it mean to be as cool as a cucumber? To be as cool as a cucumber. That's a good one. I like it. He's as cool as a cucumber. Cucumbers are nice and fresh. No, Andrea, it doesn't mean to be rigid and not affectionate. It means, anyone else? It actually means to be very relaxed, even under pressure, to be calm. Yeah, well done. Like the bombs were exploding everywhere around him, but he was as cool as a cucumber. Weird, eh? Let me see what else I can. Okay. Ooh, yeah. What does it mean, a hot potato? So nothing to do with a couch potato. Often we say to pass the hot potato. Like, I don't want to deal with this hot potato. I'll pass it on to you. For example, for politicians today, the coronavirus is a very hot potato. What does it mean? You say the same in Italian, don't you? Yes, you have the patata bollente. Yeah, something that's really hard to handle, like, oh my God, this is going to ruin my political career. Oh God, I don't want to deal with it. And I think in the States, Trump has really done that with the coronavirus. He's really acted as if it was a hot potato and kind of ignored the problem, and dealt with it badly. Just pass it on to the next person and hope that someone else gets their hands burnt. Yeah, but I forgot that you have the same in Italian, so that was bad. That was too easy for you. Ah. What does it mean to be nuts about something? Or about someone? I'm nuts about you. Yeah, if you're nuts about someone, you love them. Yeah, like you really like it. Like, I'm nuts about you. Why? No idea, because nuts are good? I don't know. This is a good one. I don't know if you have the same in Italian. Peach fuzz. Peach fuzz. This is something to describe a person. You can say this person has peach fuzz. So imagine a peach and that very soft, I don't know, it's not really the skin of the peach, but I guess, yeah. And it's got like, it's a bit hairy, but I wouldn't say it's actually hairy, the peach. It's got this fuzz, this really light thing. And to have peach fuzz is if you're a young man and you haven't really shaved yet, you have just this beginning of a beard that's not really a beard. We call it a peach fuzz. So not much hair, but on your face. Yeah. Or even it could be on your legs, like if you're young and you don't have proper hair yet, you can just have a bit of a peach fuzz. Good one, huh? So listen, guys, I'm gonna put a link to this this website that has a long list of food idioms that are all put together. And you can, oh no, it doesn't work. Oh, wait. I cannot put this. Okay, why not? It won't let me share the link this time. Usually it's let me do it. Okay. I don't know if it works, guys, if you want to click on it and see if it works. But there's a list of lots of food idioms. Anyway, if you just type into Google food idioms, you'll find lots of them. Tonight, folks, have a wonderful dinner if you're about to have dinner. I hope this lesson has opened your appetite. And I shall see you again very soon. Bye-bye.